Hey, English learners! Welcome back to the LeapTalk English Podcast, your cozy little place to learn easy English through real, everyday conversations. I'm Mary.
And I'm Albert.
Albert, let's start with a situation that I know will make a lot of our listeners' stomachs drop. You open a voice recording app on your phone, you take a deep breath, press record, and speak a few beautiful sentences in English. You feel pretty good about it.
Oh no, I know exactly where this is going, Mary.
You press play, and within 2 seconds, you flinch.
It is the absolute worst feeling. The voice coming out of the speaker sounds completely foreign. The accent feels incredibly heavy. The pronunciation feels completely off, and you honestly sound like a stranger with problems.
Exactly. So what do most learners do? They close the app, delete the file as fast as humanly possible, and vow never to do it again. And they carry that memory around for months as absolute proof that their English is terrible.
We call this the playback horror. It is the psychological shock of hearing your own recorded voice for the first time. And if you have lived through this, you are not alone. Today, we are going to explain the fascinating neuroscience behind why this happens and why that recording isn't actually your enemy.
This episode is specifically structured for our B2 learners. We are going to slow things down today to really unpack some deep scientific concepts and give you a powerful 3-step listening protocol.
We'll also go on our signature word tour with 6 essential words from today's chat: objectivity, acoustic, calibrate, flinch, actionable, and constructive.
And we'll even do a live role play to show you how to turn a recording from an instrument of self-attack into your absolute best language coach. So stay with us.
Mary, let's start with the actual science. Why does our recorded voice sound so unbelievably wrong to us? Is it because the recording is showing us the ugly truth?
No, this is the piece of news that completely changes everything, Albert. Your recorded voice is not more accurate than the voice you hear inside your head. They are simply 2 completely different acoustic experiences of the same person. Wait, really? Explain that to me. When you speak, you hear your own voice through 2 separate pathways. The first is air conduction. The sound waves travel out of your mouth, through the air, and into your ears. That's how everyone else hears you. Right, that makes sense. But what's the second pathway? The second one is bone conduction. The sound waves from your vocal cords travel directly through the bones of your jaw and your skull. Your bones act like a natural filter. They lower the pitch and make your voice sound much deeper, warmer, and fuller to you.
So the voice I hear in my head is a mix of air sound and bone vibration, but a microphone only catches the air sound.
Exactly. So when you listen to a playback, your brain feels betrayed. It expects that warm, deep internal voice, but it gets a higher, unfamiliar sound instead. Every single human on Earth experiences this. Native English speakers flinch at their own recordings just as much as language learners do.
Wow, knowing that it's a universal mechanical reality, not a flaw in my language ability, honestly takes so much of the sting out of it.
It really does. But here is the problem. This mechanical shock hits English learners twice as hard as people who only speak one language.
Why is that?
Because a person speaking their native language hears their voice and thinks, "Oh, my voice sounds weird on tape." They focus on their pitch, but an English learner hears their voice and automatically connects the weirdness to their language proficiency.
Right, they slip right into the self-criticism trap. They think, I sound strange because my English is bad, my accent is terrible, and my grammar is broken. They transform an acoustic difference into a personal failure.
Exactly, and because it feels like an emotional attack, they stop recording themselves. But by doing that, they throw away the absolute most valuable feedback resource in language learning.
To fix this, we need a complete shift in our mindset. We need what we call acoustic objectivity.
Objectivity means looking at facts cleanly, scientifically, without letting your personal emotions cloud your judgment. You have to treat your recorded voice not as the real you, but simply as audio data. It's just sound waves on a screen.
So how do we actually practice this acoustic objectivity without spiraling into shame?
We use the objective listening protocol. It's a strict 3-step routine designed to keep your emotions out of the process. Step number 1 is the 24-hour delay rule.
Oh, I love this rule. You record yourself, but you are strictly forbidden from listening to it immediately.
Yes, when you just finish speaking, your brain is hyper-focused on your performance. If you listen right away, you will judge yourself harshly. By waiting 24 hours, you create emotional distance. You forget the exact anxiety you felt while recording, allowing you to listen much more objectively.
Brilliant. What is step number 2?
Step 2 is to listen once exclusively for content. Do not look for mistakes. Just listen to your voice and ask yourself, did I successfully communicate the core idea? Is the message clear? 90% of the time, the answer is yes.
And step number 3?
Listen a second time for one single specific target. This is the secret. You do not listen to find everything that is wrong. You listen to check one thing, maybe your word endings, or your pacing, or the pronunciation of a single sound, like the TH sound.
That makes total sense. General criticism like, I sound terrible, produces nothing but shame. But specific criticism like, my pacing was a bit fast in the middle, produces a clear, actionable plan for improvement.
Live role play, the 2 reactions.
To show you exactly what this looks like in real life, Albert and I are going to do a quick role play. Albert is going to listen to a short recording of himself speaking English. First, he will show you the typical self-criticism reaction, then we will contrast it with the acoustic objectivity reaction. Let's do it. Scene 1, the self-criticism trap.
Yesterday, I went to the shop to buy some bread, and it was raining heavily. Oh God, Mary, turn it off. That was painful. Did you hear that pause? I sound so slow, like a child, and my accent is completely flat. I sound entirely unnatural. I'm never doing this again.
Cut. Notice how Albert didn't identify a single specific issue he can actually fix. He just used vague, hurtful labels to attack himself. Now let's see scene 2, the acoustic objectivity approach. Same recording.
Okay, let's look at the data. First, listen for content. The message is perfectly clear. I successfully communicated that I went to the shop for bread in the rain. Second, listen for a specific target. I notice I had a noticeable hesitation before the word bread. Next time, I can practice maintaining my airflow through minor hesitations. The pronunciation of raining was perfectly clean.
And scene. Look at the difference. The second approach doesn't hurt. It feels empowering because it gives you something constructive to work with. Now let's slow down and practice our 6 valuable vocabulary words from today's conversation. Our first word is objectivity.
Objectivity. Objectivity.
Objectivity is the ability to look at facts, data, or situations clearly and fairly, without being influenced by personal feelings, biases, or emotions.
Switching to a mindset of objectivity completely changed how I practice my English.
Our second word is acoustic.
Acoustic. Acoustic.
Acoustic relates to sound, the science of sound waves, or the way a specific room or device handles audio.
The voice inside your head is a completely different acoustic experience than a recording.
Our third word is calibrate.
Calibrate. Calibrate.
To calibrate means to adjust, align, or train a tool or your own brain to match an accurate real-world standard.
You need to calibrate your ears to get used to the sound of your recorded voice.
Our fourth word is flinch.
Flinch. Flinch.
To flinch means to make a sudden, involuntary physical movement or feel a sharp wave of mental discomfort because of fear, pain, or a nasty surprise.
Don't worry if you flinch the first time you hear yourself on tape. It's a normal human reflex.
Our fifth word is actionable.
Actionable. Actionable.
If advice or feedback is actionable, it means it is practical, clear, and specific enough that you can immediately take action to fix or improve it.
Saying I sound bad isn't helpful, but identifying a specific vowel sound gives you actionable feedback.
Our sixth and final word is constructive.
Constructive. Constructive.
Constructive feedback or criticism is helpful, positive, and explicitly intended to help you build up and improve, rather than making you feel discouraged.
We want our self-evaluation to be entirely constructive, not destructive. What a phenomenal set of words for advanced learners. Let's keep them close. Objectivity, acoustic, calibrate, flinch, actionable, and constructive.
Before we sign off today, we want to leave you with a small, highly effective experiment to help you calibrate your brain to your own audio data. We call it the 7-Day Calibration Challenge.
It takes exactly 2 minutes a day. Here is how it works. Days 1 to 3, record yourself speaking English for just 30 seconds about your day. Save it. Do not listen to it. Days 4 to 6, open your app and listen to the recordings from days 1 to 3 using the 24-hour delay rule. Listen once for content and once for a single sound. Day 7, notice how much less you flinch. Your brain is slowly learning that your recorded voice isn't a threat. It's just information.
Give it a try this week. Be gentle with your stumbles. Step away from the self-criticism courtroom and let your recording tool become the coach it was always meant to be.
Now, we want to ask you a question for the comment section.
Be completely honest. Have you ever recorded yourself speaking English, pressed play, and absolutely hated the result? Drop a simple yes or no below. We want to see just how universal this playback horror really is.
Thank you for learning with us today on the LeapTalk English Podcast.
Keep practicing, protect your baseline, and take care.
Bye for now.
Bye.